Hello again, everybody. Today I'm going to be reviewing, or I should say breaking down the Hyde, Mr. Hyde, and Dr. Jekyll from Professional Supplements, or ProSupps as they're now called. So we get a lot of questions on this as what's the differences, what are they for, why is there a Mr. Hyde and a Hyde. So I just kind of want to give you some ideas as to what it is and kind of clear up the confusion here. So let's start with the I guess they would call the original, the Hyde. They all three are pre-workout supplements. This is what they call the original Hyde. This does contain the 1,3 DMAA inside of it. So it does have that stimulant inside of it. It is a pre-workout supplement. It's got a blend of, there's some caffeine inside here. Actually, one scoop has 419 milligrams of caffeine, so that's something to be wary of, and that's a lot of caffeine. There is 3 different sources. In the end, they all are just caffeine. There's caffeine anhydrous, there's dicaffeine malate, which is said to be a slight extended release caffeine, and then caffeine citrate, which is supposed to start working right away, rapidly. So you have a rapid, the caffeine anhydrous, which is general caffeine that you should get something within about 15 minutes or a half hour, and the dicaffeine malate, which is supposed to be an extended release, you get a hit at the end. So this is the pre-workout with the more stimulating pre-workout, the one that has a higher amount of stimulants, more caffeine, probably going to provide more energy. There is some ingredients in here that they would say were, for endurance. There is beta-alanine, so you will get some endurance benefits, and then they do have some other ingredients that may help with pumps. But this formula is focused upon a lot of energy and a heavy dose of stimulants. And then when you go to the Mr. Hyde, this is their version without the 1,3. We all are waiting to hear what's going to happen with 1,3. Is it going to be banned or not? So they they were proactive and came out with a formula without it. So what they did was the exact same formula. They just removed the 1,3 and they added N-methyltyramine, or NMT as it's also called, which is just another stimulant. Another one of those that's coming out lately as a possible replacement. The feeling's not the same, but it still has a stimulating effect. So this one also has 419 milligrams of caffeine inside of it, so it's got a hefty dose of that. So again, more of a stimulant-based pre-workout. Not much in terms of the pumps, but more so a big burst of energy. Definitely something if you're very tolerant to stimulants, this may be something to check out. I wouldn't recommend going over 1 scoop, but if it's something that you want to test out on yourself, you can, but I don't recommend it. Next is Dr. Jekyll. Okay, this is another pre-workout formula of theirs, but this one is more focused on the pumps and the endurance aspect and less on the stimulants. This one actually, in terms of stimulants, only contains 100 milligrams of caffeine. So if you're someone who isn't very tolerant to stimulants, this may be the formula for you to try. And when I say more, pumps and recovery and things like that, they do add glycerol monostearate, citrulline and the others. So this formula would be more based around, and it has a higher dose of beta-alanine. This one would be more based around the endurance, recovery, and possible pumps aspect, and less on the big boost of energy. So again, if this is, you have a low tolerance to stimulants, you don't want that big rush of caffeine, this is the formula for you then. So they're kind of offering, both aspects here rather than just offering one, and if you can't take the caffeine, it's eliminated. Now, a lot of people ask, can these be stacked? And I think we actually do sell the stack on the website. And they can. It's a pretty popular stack. Just understand that with the Hyde or Mr. Hyde, you're getting 400 milligrams of caffeine, and you're getting another 100 out of the Dr. Jekyll. So combined with just 1 scoop of each, you're getting around 500 milligrams of caffeine. What I would recommend doing is do a half scoop of each. So you got 200 out of the Hyde or Mr. Hyde, and then 50 out of the Dr. Jekyll. So that you've got 250 milligrams per full scoop, or I should say half scoop of each. You're still getting the stimulating effect of the N-methyltyramine. There's also yohimbe inside here too. If you're someone who is not tolerant to yohimbe, you might want to avoid that. So you're getting, the boost of the stimulants and the nitric oxide or pump aspect of the Dr. Jekyll. So yes, they can be stacked. I'd recommend starting, like I said, with a half a scoop of each. Assess your tolerance. If you want to go up, you can. Men and women both can take it, not gender specific. Obviously, as a woman, generally lighter body weight, you want to start out with a lower dose. So, maybe even just starting with the Dr. Jekyll to see how you feel with it. So, I think that pretty much covers it. So, yeah, they can be stacked. Just lots of caffeine, so be wary of that. If you have any other questions, go ahead and post them in the comments section. You can also find us at facebook.com/bestpricenutrition. Thank you.